Recently, when I was having a chat with somebody, I was halfway through a conversation and then I lost train of thought of what I was going to say. But at least giving myself a chance to look at the footage that Richard and myself have put together for over the last few months. It gives me an opportunity to see where I'm at and where my thoughts are. But I haven't done a podcast for a while, so I thought today's the day, and I thought that I would jump behind the microphone and record myself. Yeah, I have been watching Neighbours, and I'm still getting used to the new characters as everybody else would be doing. But I am watching SAS at the moment, SAS Australia, and I have found that Craig McLaughlin's on that show, and also Gemma Anderson, who also worked on Neighbours, and so did Craig McLaughlin. But I do find shows like that very interesting because it gives me a chance to have a look at and listen to other people's stories about what they achieved in life. It's a bit like a podcast. I mean, like as I've said in other podcasts in the past, I enjoy listening to other people's doing podcasts because it gives me a chance to see and hear what their everyday life is all about. I know recently when I was talking to a staff member, I was talking to her, then all of a sudden I lost my train of thought. So it got me thinking. By me doing all this video stuff it'll help me in the future in terms of help talking to students and all that sort of stuff in the disability sector. It sort of got me thinking. Well, I've lost my train of thought on what sort of question that I asked that person. So I'm thinking to myself, in the future, I hope that all this all this video stuff that I am putting together will come in handy for me when presenting things in the future with other people, because the way that my head is at the moment, I I have people that say to me, they say to me, well, I don't know how you do it. I just have lots of thoughts in my head at the moment, and I sort of think, well, I hope that everything that I do say and everything that I do for other people makes sense eventually, because what I would like to do is put my life into perspective to help me in the disability sector in the future. And I think the video that Richard and myself are doing is doing that, because every time that I do look at the footage that we have shot in the past, it is the sort of stuff that I want to do for the video. So there are some certain subjects that I would like to talk about even more, but haven't got into that situation in so far. But every now and then, Richard and myself seem to come up with different subjects, and I think that when I do present in the future, this video will make things and put my life into perspective. And I do hope that when we do show this to people, that whether it be in the disability sector or um, anything in life, I do hope that people do get something out of it, because we are working very hard to put this together, and it is a goal that I had a few years ago. But back when I was 21, I decided to write the story. And then a few years ago during COVID, I decided to look at that subject of putting my life story together again. But the last time that I did it um, is back when I had my fall, and I to remember stuff. What I had to do is put things into perspective, dot point. So, but again, this whole video concept that Richard and myself are putting together is a really good one because it's changed my thinking again, and it's given people, and I hope it does give people a different way of looking at my life rather than listening to my voice just speaking through a microphone. I am still enjoying making these videos with Richard, and we are still going through the editing process like a podcast. We still have to go through an editing process to produce a podcast, and I still do enjoy it. But I am enjoying putting the video together, even though at the moment I don't have anything to talk about. But I can guarantee you, by the time I see Richard on the weekend, I will come up with something, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this podcast up, and I'll see you later. Bye. But if you would like to give me a like and a comment, feel free. And I hope you still enjoyed listening to these podcasts. See ya. Bye.